Paul Kagame, the Rwandan president, sends a shocking message to whoever wants to fight him just because of supporting M23. And he is asking questions. Where have you been for not helping these M23 people, for not helping these people, Congolese people who are fighting for their freedom, who are fighting for their liberties? Why are you not asking for why these people are not given a chance in their motherland? And you are asking me, why am I supporting them? If you were you, what could you have done? Then if you were there and you weren't there fight Rwanda, just because of your propaganda that is supporting M23, Kagame says he's ready for you. And he will not ask for anyone's permission to fight you, to finish you, to crush you, no matter who are you. Paulo.
If you watch at the French-speaking press in recent days, you see a lot of articles in favor of Rwanda. Anyhow, there is often an incidental headline that asks the question, but who is Kagame really? The propaganda of your enemies, particularly in Congo, describe you as a cruel and bloodthirsty tyrant. Do you try to change this image? For example, in most of your official photographs, you look severe and distant. This can contribute to fueling controversy. Why don't you wear a slight smile like all your fellow presidents around the world? Do you ultimately like or dislike being fed, sometimes hated, in the Western world? Thank you.
Good. I think you have summarized well the questions that have been there but not asked directly. For the smile, I think I have to borrow either some talent or actually directly the smile from some people. But the fact that it is the smile is lacking on me is not my making. Maybe it happens accidentally. But very interesting way of putting your question. I try to answer it this way. Starting with who is me, who is the person. I have me is the person you see. I'm not hiding anything. What you see in me is what I am. If you are just going by the looks or by whatever, or what I do more, I think is what may describe me than my physical looks. So I wanted to say, what you see is what you get with me. In most cases, in words or in deeds, they relate. My deeds and my words tend to relate. My looks may be different from that, may be different from my deeds and how I think. But in any case, isn't the description of the looks also subjective? There are people who see me as through the looks as a terrible person. There might be others who say, after all, there's nothing bad looking like that. So it's subjective. But to the point you're making about tyrant or cruel, or you see, you can't be bad to that extent. Cruel or a tyrant or bloodthirsty or whatever, and hide it. It's difficult. Even if you try to hide it, there is a moment it betrays you. And that also, once it has come out or once it is not there, you register the feeling, the description, from people who have to deal with you. If I was, some of the things people have said about me or described me as, I mean, the judgment is out there, either for the people of this country or other people somewhere else. And it wouldn't just be confined to the press, because the press is full of individuals. But these individuals don't add up to a population that is as big as Rwanda's, even if Rwanda is very small. These are just individuals. 5 in France, 10 in America, 3 in China, 2 in Belgium, and so on and so forth. If you add all of them up, and they are even all negative and saying things about me, surely these can't be the people that are right and the rest wrong. But they only take advantage of the platform they have, they're able to command some voice that they put out there for people to, even people who don't know what you're talking. There are many people who even don't know about Kagame and get to know him by what a journalist has said, or one in the press has said. And in many cases, in my experience, some of them have started by hearing what the journalist said, and they ended up saying, but we've been told lies, when they come to know this through other means, either by direct contact or visit or whatever, and interaction with other people who know this person that has been talked about. They may say, this person told us lies. And consistently, over many years, has been telling us lies. What we saw, what we heard, whether it is this city, whether it is the person, whether it is this. They say, no, but what we are being told is completely different from what we have seen or experienced. So, and of course, there is a particularity with the Western press. The Western press, I mean, you will find out there are things that were said about this country 30 years ago, 25 years ago, that are being repeated now, which means, according to them, nothing has changed. They talk about Rwanda, very poor population. We are poor. We are not where the developed countries are, for sure. But this poverty, the way it was in 1995, in 2000, is not the way it is in 2024. But somebody will keep writing in the press like what we have today is the same thing as we had 25 years ago. They keep just rubbing it in. You know, even the Kagame and his looks and so on, I've been trying, in recent days I've been trying with a smile. Maybe it's not a good smile, but I've been trying. So the Kagame you saw in 95, in 94, 2000, anyway, there was no smile. There was nothing to smile about. So I didn't smile. But now with some progress, I can afford some smile once in a while. So if somebody thinks, like that, I have even grown gray hair. Last time I had black, my hair was black, and now it is gray. It is actually disappearing. I may be bald, but so if you think the Kagame you saw 20 years ago is the same now, no, it is a misrepresentation. But even then, that time, I looked different, and the press may not have liked the way I look, but the situation that time maybe looked like that itself. So I can't be in a heap of dirt and then I'm smiling. I mean, that's a lie. I would be a liar. I would be pretending. I would actually be having some problems with me to pretend that everything is okay around me when everything is bad. So, finally, the Kagame you see, or there, or you like, or you don't like, is going to be there anyway. I don't need anybody to like me or to hate me to live my life. I live my life whether you like me or you don't like me. And I have my views, I express them, I will do things, I do. So I owe my living to not a single individual or country, even if powerful ones. No, we are all human beings created, sometimes they say, by God. I don't know, maybe we are there for something. But so for somebody to have powers over me, that one I can tell you is not possible. Yeah, even the most powerful didn't create me. Who created them, first of all? And we are all here just temporarily. If we are lucky, we live up to 100 years. Those are the luckiest. So the one who is saying all that has also his time, and he'll go like all of us. Everyone has their day. So that's why I can't accept that anyone who has powers over somebody else to the point of dictating. Even the most powerful don't have power over us, how we live, how we do. So, but the Kagame has been shaped by that philosophy, that understanding, that, well, I try like any human being and do my best, do what I can do what I have to do. I may have flaws, make mistakes, own up and do good things, benefit others. And so I'm that person. Tell those people that actually to know me is not complicated. It's straightforward. it's me. Then other things we can discuss on the side. But that was a very powerful question.
Thank you. Thank you, Your Excellency. Amu Kanampilli from AFP. My question is about the March 23 movement in Eastern DRC. Your government has previously denied backing the movement. Does that denial still stand a year and a half later? And what is the current relationship between Rwanda's government and the M23? Thank you.
Well, those who accuse us, I would ask them why they actually don't support M23 themselves, including AFP, you as a journalist. Why don't you support M23? Or why is the question, you support M23 or you don't support M23? First of all, what is M23? M23 is an organization born in and out of Congo. That's number one. Number two, these are Congolese. And you will hear even Congo admit it now. Why do they exist? Why are they fighting? Why do they have arms? Is another question. It is also a simple question. They exist because they have been denied their rights as citizens of that country. They are called Tutsis of Rwanda. Fine. But then you need to be educated also a little bit about history. We have Rwandan communities in Congo who are Congolese, and by the way, these are not just Tutsis, it is the same social structure of a country that is also there in Congo. Like, in fact, we have other neighboring countries where they are, but they are citizens of those countries. We have 100,000 people originating from this community, 100,000 who have been living here in Rwanda in refugee camps for the last 2 decades. Why? Because they are being uprooted from their ancestral homes, persecuted, and sent across. In fact, there are more in Uganda. There are 300, there's 100,000 here, there are hundreds of thousands there in Uganda, more numbers. So M23 is born out of that situation. That's why I asked the question. I said, well, why wouldn't anybody else, why are we being accused as Rwanda of supporting M23? And I'm saying even those who accuse us, actually I should accuse them of not supporting M23 because it is as if they agree with the injustice that is being done to this community. Otherwise, if you didn't agree with that injustice, you would be actually raising questions. Why these people of M23 being treated like this? Why are we having 100,000 refugees here in Rwanda? That's where you would start from. Not start from asking Rwanda, are you supporting M23 or not? Are you still denying it? Because you are asking the wrong question. The issue is not whether anybody supports M23 or not. The issue is, what is actually the problem of M23? That's the question you should have asked, in fact. What is the problem? What is this thing called M23? Are they human beings? Are they this? Are they Rwandans? Are they Congolese? Are they that? Why? Why do they exist? Why do they even have arms and are fighting in their own country? This is the right question that I should be asked. So whether Rwanda supports or associated in any way is actually immaterial. It is relevant to the question. Or even you, if you want to educate yourself or educate the public, the question should have been simple. Ask me, by the way, what do you understand the M23 to be? What is it? That's a fair question. That's the one I would wish to be associated with rather than whether I support or not support.
Sophie Mkwena from the South African Broadcasting Corporation. Mr. President, yesterday we spoke to President Cyril Ramaphosa, who said you had a marathon meeting on Saturday night. You also have the former South African president in the country who joined yesterday. Were you able to raise issues that we spoke about on Thursday in relation to Rwanda's relationship with South Africa, particularly the issue of the DRC? Thank you so much.
We could not have spent hours, the President of South Africa and I meeting and definitely not talk about that. It featured, and I think we had a very good discussion, very good understanding of the situation and maybe the best ways we can work together to resolve that. I was satisfied. So, and it seems your interview also helped. The discussion we had and the questions you asked maybe informed all of us and prepared us for that discussion. So we had even a reference point. So we definitely did discuss that, and I'm satisfied. I hope the President himself is satisfied that we can make good progress on a number of fronts to resolve the issues. So I told our friends, these powerful friends of ours, I've even said it publicly, when it comes to defending this country that has suffered for so long and nobody came to the help, I don't need permission from anybody. To do what we have to do to protect ourselves. I will say it in broad daylight. I have said it to those who matter in this problem. And that's what is going to happen. You go home, sleep, don't do anything. There will be nothing crossing these borders of this small country of ours. If anybody attempts,
we have decided to bring videos on something nobody.
Kagame. To never ask permission from anybody, someone, nobody to defend Rwanda. And if you call yourself powerful, if you call yourself energetic, if you call yourself sophisticated, Kagame will not hesitate to shoot you out of Rwanda. You are nothing to Kagame. He deserves no permission to fight you if you want to disrupt Rwanda. But Kagame is the one supporting M23? Why is he not giving correct answers or direct answers to that one? He's trying to set questions for himself on what to say and not to say. That I want you to ask me about who is M23, March 23. And why are they fighting? Why are they starving? Why are they not called Congolese, yet they are Congolese? Why he knows more about that and he doesn't know whether he supports or no support? Kagame po. Kagame po. Kagame po. Rwanda suffered for many years. They cried for help. Nobody came in for rescue. And now they have rescued themselves. They have protected themselves. They have tried whatever it could be to take themselves from where they were and now to where you can look at them and they say, now Rwanda is developing, now Rwanda is somewhere, now Rwanda is going somewhere. And somebody wants to come from somewhere and put them back where they came from. You are just joking, bro. You were just joking, bro. The guy will finish you down. Oh, poor Kagame. Really, on that matter, where Rwanda is coming from and where it is now, if somebody won't fight it and Rwanda backs, I understand. Rwanda really came very far, you know, really came very far, you know. They must be proud of themselves and they must protect themselves. But protecting yourself doesn't mean that suppose someone to disrupt someone who's if you are protecting yourself, then why are you supporting someone? Or why are you funding someone? Or why are you giving someone arms to fight someone? If it is true that Rwanda is supporting M23, if it's true, then if you don't want your peace to be interrupted, then why do you want someone's peace to be interrupted? No, I'm not interrupting someone's peace. According to Kagame, those M23, they are Congolese people who are fighting for their freedom, for their rights, for their land, for their home, ancestral homes. You know? They are fighting against persecution. They are being killed. They are being sent off Congo land. Yet they are Congolese. You know? So, for him says, they are free to fight for their land. And if there need be, it's true, it's okay to give them a hand because they are fighting for what they are, for what it is theirs. What do you say? You who's watching? You've watched this, you've been following all these matters, bro. What do you think in the comment section? Please, let's communicate. Let's talk about it. Let's say something about this. If you were you would have supported the M23 because of persecution, because of being sent out from their ancestral homes, because someone is killing them, calling them not Congolese, and they want their position to be heard, they want to be cared for, they want to be also taken as the people of Congo and given the services that they need as the Congolese people, but not be killed. Would you have supported them for what? For that cause? If you would have supported them for that cause, then I want you in the comment section. Let's talk about that, bro. What could be done for M23 to cease fire and Congo to cease fire and take them as a family, be together, be as one? What could be done in the comment section? Let's talk about that, bro. Who will stop this? How could this be stopped? Who will end this? How could this be ended? Peace-free, amicably, and everyone happy. How could this be done? in the comment section. I'm needing your comments, your participation, and after the participation, give a like to this video plus subscribing. Bye bye.